Hi Cancer, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of August, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month, it's inspired in the current Leo season we are on, and it's called BraveHeart. If you would like to know more details about that special, you can read some of it in the description box below, or for other questions, just email me. If you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Cancer, it feels like some of you are waiting for something and you're getting very anxious about this waiting, about this need to just trust and surrender that things do come in the right time, in the time, not necessarily the time you would like, the time you desire, but the time you need, the time that is right for things to unfold the way it's supposed to, the right way. And some of you Cancers might be struggling a little bit with your mental health during this time, so you might have some issues coming to the light about your own dysfunctions when it comes to fears, paranoias, again, anxiety issues, depression, very dark thoughts, very dark fears, very dark, shadows dancing around you and trying to make you believe that something is worse than actually what it is. So you want to be very careful with the Nine of Swords influence here in what you let yourself believe, particularly believe in the worst scenarios, in the worst things, in the worst negative expectations, because you might be feeding these shadows that I was speaking about. You might be feeding, thoughts that are not real, but that you can turn real by how much power and energy you're giving to them. So the Nine of Swords comes as an opportunity because it's a chance for you to recognize or acknowledge that there's something about the way you're thinking upon a specific situation or in general in your life that needs to be addressed, that needs to be changed into an optimistic one, into a much more positive one. Because the Three of Wands is here in a challenge. So the challenge is to wait, first and all, whatever it is, you're waiting for something. For some of you, you're waiting for a result. You're waiting for communication, you're waiting for an answer, you're waiting for a letter, you're waiting for something. And I feel like for some of you, you could be waiting for you're waiting for a diagnosis of such. So this could be, a health concern that is really, 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 really scaring you. You might be waiting on the results of exams. It could be exams in terms of health. It could be exams in terms of education. You could be waiting to hear if you're going to receive some sort of financial help, if you're going to go into a certain position you applied for. You see, there's a lot of this type of anxiousness regarding what's going to be. That during mid-August might really get the best of you. But as I was saying, this is an opportunity for you to change your mindset from a very negative, dark one into one that expects the best, not the worst, that puts in the best thoughts and emotions possible in situations. And even if they don't end up occurring the way you envision, you move through the time where you have to wait much better, much lighter, and you give yourself opportunity to even consider other options that when we're so negatively, focused, we can't see other options. We don't see alternative ways. So there's something here about Cancers also discovering alternative ways. There is alternative ways, and I keep getting like some of you just might be so focused in one thing, one problem, one desire, one relationship, one fear, one thing that you end up not seeing the bigger picture. You're just focused here in an aspect of a situation. For some of you Cancers, there's also issues here with you feeling like justice is in place. When it comes to a particular situation, as you do have the justice in your advice, you might feel extremely during this time. You might be very sensitive to imbalances, to injustices in terms of the world at large. Things you're witnessing that are very, very unfair, that are very, very, very wrong, or things that are occurring around your personal, intimate circle. You might be very affected by this, and some of you Cancers might be wanting to deliver truth, deliver justice for yourself. So you might be a little, some of you might be a little ruthless even in the way you do this, like not apologizing, not being tolerant, not, you know, giving any chance to anyone that is trying to do something that you see is very detrimental or very wrong or just very unfair. So you're not in a tolerant moment to others, but you're also not very tolerant towards yourself. So this can create, again, this pressure to be perfect, this pressure to have it all done right, this pressure to not make a mistake, this pressure on yourself that might be creating, you know, a lot of difficulties for you to release what needs to be released, which is fear. Fear of failing and fear of not having something happen that you truly, 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 truly want. Like fear of not having something, you know, accomplished or manifested. I feel like for some of you, you want more business opportunities. For some of you, you want more opportunities in life. But yet you just believe that what you're presented with is the only thing you have. You see, like there's a need to align your thought with your emotions and your actions in order to really attract into your life that sense of diversity of energies that you desire. So if you want to have more options in life, you can't settle and you can't buy into the belief that this is what you're going to get, the Nine of Swords. This is only what you're going to get. So if you want different, you need to also open your mind to the vast opportunities you could be exploring. You need to believe basically in them and in yourself. For some of you, there's also the chance here of you needing to calm down here. It's like you could be finding yourself in a position where you're a mediator between people in your life. Like you could be the one trying to calm down situations or trying to put out fires, trying to again be the one with the wise word, with the wise counsel, trying to evaluate situations in a very rational way, like really weighing situations right with fairness. And I feel like this on its own, the fact that you might be called to be a peacemaker or a mediator of conflict, could be what's triggering the Nine of Swords in you. A lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, because you're seeing something crumble that you really, really didn't wish to see, like a family unit or circle, like here a circle of friends, something surrounding people you care about, right? And you're seeing something perhaps fade in terms of how the structure of your relationships were being built, and adapting to this change of how things were and now are becoming could be also very difficult for some of you Cancers. In particular, Cancers that are witnessing, I don't know, but there's some of you that are witnessing perhaps divorces from parents, perhaps your parents or perhaps your siblings or, you know, family members you care about. Like there's a little bit of a shock here to what you're witnessing, because it's like I never expected, for example, this couple to separate, or I never expected this situation to happen, you know, the turn of a situation that changes again how things were relationship wise in your life. You might be surprised but also concerned with changes that affect the establishments you had going on. For some of you, you need to take some protective measures when it comes to, again, as I said, your mental health. So make sure that you're doing things to raise your vibration, to boost your mood. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, you're listening to good music, you're eating good food, that you're with the right people in the right environments. Soothe your suffering. Be proactive about soothing what's rough, what's aggressive, because the more you try to soothe it and be, just in the soft energy, the more benefits you will reap at this time. But I see a tendency to be more on the rough side, the aggressive, the pressure imposed, the wanting to be perfect or wanting to be everywhere. So please remember that you're only human, Cancer. I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.